Hi, it's Dr. Katwa, and I want to warn you about something that most of us take casually, but is actually quite dangerous. So, as we transition from the rainy season to the dry season, there is something that majority of us do, and that is we put gutters to collect the roof water into a storage tank for personal use during rainy season. Not so bad when the rains have already established, but when the season is transitioning from dry season to rainy season, there is a hidden danger. So during the dry season, a lot of particulate matter collect on your roof. So this particulate matter mostly comes from dust, natural dust that settles on your roof. But there are other sinister man-made sources of the particles, mostly being the car tires that break down as you continue to use your car. So it produces particulate matter, and this one comes from the tarmac roads that we have outside our homes. Also, people who burn garbage. So instead of collecting them and taking them to a dump site, they burn them. And also, the dump sites sort their garbage issue by burning them. Another issue is also burning of tires. So a lot of people burn tires in towns. So this produces particulate smoke matter that also settles on our roofs. Another big source of these particles is car engines. Car engines sometimes do produce black smoke, and this one can settle also on our roofs. So these particles that settle on our roofs contain several dangerous items, one being lead. So lead is a toxin that is called a heavy metal toxin that replaces calcium in your body physiology. Calcium is a macro element, so it's an element that is widely available in your body and performs a lot of vital functions. So lead replaces it. It replaces the space that calcium would occupy without performing the functions that calcium would perform. And calcium has an important role in the nervous system, in the muscle system, and in the cardiovascular system. So meaning, when it is displaced, you get problems to do with your blood flow, you get problems to do with your cognitive function, so you can get mental health issues. You get problems to do with your nerves, so you can get paresthesias or unusual sensations that you cannot explain. For pregnant mothers also, it can lead to fetal malformations. So other elements that could be there include sulfur, which is always contained in tires through the process called vulcanization of latex as they produce those tires. You also have the PFAS chemicals. We all know these chemicals as forever chemicals. So they get into your body and they stay in your body. So if someone with TB spits on the ground, it dries up, it particulates, it settles on your roof, and you collect that water for personal use. So dust could carry organisms such as bacteria, e.g. Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So what I would advise, guys, is that instead of collecting the first water that usually contains dust, that is usually black because it contains carbon black from tires and smoke, which contains a lot of heavy metals, you divert it and you don't allow it to go into your tank storage system. After 2 or 3 days, the roof is already clean, and the water that you collect now becomes safe for human use. Now you know. Thank you.